Hello, 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 and here we are again. And this time we're going to do 2 new Valaverse characters at once. So here we're going to do Killswitch and Eclipse together. And these are part of Wave 3 of Valaverse's new Action Force line. And they already look pretty darn exceptional, although there is something I noticed in these packages that irk me ever so slightly. I don't know if this is a design flaw or if this is done on purpose, why no one else has pointed it out. I can't be the only one who sees this, so we'll get straight into that complaint. It's more obvious here than anywhere else. Take a gander at what might be wrong with those magazine pouches. Yeah, one is off, like it's tilted differently than the other. So they're like weirdly, they're not symmetrical. That's just going to get weird. And I noticed that the same is for Killswitch. A lot of glare on this one, but I don't know if you could see it. I'm going to try to get it. Maybe not in here. Well, we'll definitely see it when we get her out of the package. That is for darn sure. But it is, they seem to be off. Like not centered. And that may not be much of a problem when it all said and done. But I just noticed that and I was like, that's some funny strangeness. Now, the other thing is, they come with a lot of accessories, especially Killswitch. Oh my God. I mean, you get the alternative head sculpt, you get 2 rifles, 1 handgun, knives, hands, tons of magazines. And with this one, you get, the scarf, the different head sculpt, another larger rifle, another handgun, knife, multiple magazines. It's crazy sauce. And I love the new body armor. I really do. They really need to come out with this body armor as a separate, like a gear pack. So you get kind of the cartoony thing on the side. Okay. And you get the same sort of back that original Pandora had. I'm not going to read you all that. 2 Valaverse points. Yeah. Valaverse on the side. Now, I did notice that, so these are numbered. So she's 03 of 03. 3 for 3. And here she's 3 for 1. And so here we have Eclipse, looking actually kind of pretty. And again, more text if you want to read said text. Action Force, 2 action points. And legalese. All right, so let's get these gals open, shall we? And now back from our messages. Yeah, no, it's not Saturday morning cartoons here, people. So there they are, out of the package. You got your Killswitch and you got your Eclipse out of focus. There you go. Bombastic. All right, and Accessora. Okay, let's start over with Miss Killswitch. So what you get, you get yourselves a severed head, in case you're into that kind of macabre stuff. Or if you need yet another faceless minion. So I think the brilliant thing about adding stuff like this to a certain degree is you can army build with these characters because they don't necessarily have to be their own face. She comes with this particular rifle, and I apologize, I'm not going to remember the name, and I know I should because I have like a million of these now, but she comes with this particular rifle, which doesn't want to remain in the focuses, which is stupid because I've done it like a million times otherwise. Yeah. And it's got a gray paint app. And she comes with yet another like kind of a sniper rifle looking thing. We've seen this in the Valaverse weapon packs, especially the late ones. And of course you get gray paint apps on that. And you get the Matrix, I can't remember the name of this gun, but why I want to call it a Matrix. I know it has a built-in suppressor. Seen this gun a number of times throughout the line. Gray paint app on it. And you get 3 gray magazines, which are kind of cool. And they will pop in on this little bag boy, just like so. Yay. Now it's locked and loaded. And you get yet another knife with a silver paint app this time, but only on the cutting edge. If you can see it because of, focus difficulties being what they are. And you get all the standard fair hands, all cast in black. The grippies, the cuppies, and the fisties. Yep. Choose your own adventure, as some might say. Now, let's take a look at Eclipse's accessories. They're basically the same, if not a little different. So once again, a nice, gorgeous severed head. Now, of all the secondary head sculpts, this thing is an absolute unfocused beauty. Just absolute beautiful head sculpt, man. They spared no expense on this. All the paint apps, the realism. It's beautiful. Yeah. Very beautiful head sculpt there. You get the similar Shema. Now, again, the design on this is incredible. It's just to be able to paint that, just very difficult to do, but very beautiful. She gets this big old rifle, the scope on it, and it's got the kind of a tan paint app on it. You get 3 magazines of this style that will fall to the floor now. Yay, love it. Gravity works. Yep, so this, and we will tuck that in right there, just like that. Locked and loaded. And you get yet another matrix, pistol, what have you, with 0 paint apps. And I may have one of these in the Valaverse 10 that I might use that does have a paint app that might have the tan. I don't know if I used it or not. She has the same knife as Killswitch, but this time all silver in the blade. Come on, focus, you beast. There you go. And again, ye assortment of hands, but this time it's like like a trade-off, right? So Killswitch's hands had 0 paint apps, but her guns she had more guns with more paint apps on them and things of that nature. But we trade off, and so this one gets more paint apps on the fists. And again, the cuppies, the fisties, the slappies. And so those are the accessories. And now we will take a look more closely at the figures, because this is what we do here on this review channel. Yes, we're being very aggressive today. Alright, so today we will start with Killswitch. Now let's see if we can take a look at her beautiful face. There we go. That's right. Give up the goods, camera. Give up the goods. Beautiful. Extraordinarily beautiful head sculpt. Great detail in the hair. If it ever focuses, yeah. Braids. And I love this little spine design they have going on here in the back where her sheath is, where we will go ahead and fit her knife, if I can ever pick it up. And it just slips in right just like that. It ain't going out. Okay, she gets the magazines. The question I always have is, do you want them curved down or curved up? We're going to go with curved down this time around. So now, do they look crooked to you? I guess when you have them in there, it doesn't seem so bad, right? Look at that. They even got paint apps right in there for those buckles, man. It's insane detail. It looks like, yeah, we get paint apps like scuffing. It's so hard to see it because you desperately need light to see them. But there's scuff marks all over the armor. Same, she's got like a side pouch for the big old pistol. Yep. Boom. So that's all her accessories more or less fit on her. Kind of wish they had a helmet or something, but that's just me. The mask is cool, but the mask is only cool, I guess, if you have a helmet to match, in my opinion. Got the same boots that Pandora has with the off-kilter or off-center shin guards, but whatevs. The steel toe tips are not painted. I guess you could do that if you wanted to. It's got the same kind of scuff marks on the knee pads. Great texture. Same exact, well, can't get a full splits because of the gun. But yeah, same weird drop-down hips that make them look very strange if you shoot like that. But yeah, double jointed pinless elbows, double jointed pinless legs that are stiff. Now, I've already given these a hot bath, so I've worked out the joints for the most part, and they still pretty stiff even after they've cooled down. And they will cool down, and that's fine. So moving along, that's her. Beautiful color arrangement. I dig the matching green in the armor and in the pants, but then that red is very striking. It would have been kind of cool if it was full green or gray or black or army or something like that, but I still dig it. I'll still dig it. Now, here we have Eclipse. And again, another gorgeous head sculpt. I did notice one little cool detail here is they put like one little bitty colored braid in her hair. Or whatever that is. Come on. Focus. Yeah. You know what? I'm halfway wonder if I shouldn't just put this thing on manual and just keep it focused at a particular distance. This is insane. So, all right, let's put the magazines in her pouch. Yep. And again, looking at this is definitely crooked. It is not symmetrical at all. But yeah, whatever. Whatever floats your goat. She's part of the, like that Steel Brigade sign. Or it looks like the Steel Brigade sign, but I guess it's the Action Force sign. It just doesn't have the sword through it. Wonderful paint apps. Good color arrangement. She has those colors that the Steel Brigade from g.i.joe have. Very interesting. Wonder if that's on purpose. So yeah. Oh, and her knife. Right. Now, you might have to heat her up in order to pop off the head to put the other head sculpt on, and I'm probably not going to do that at this particular juncture. But yeah, basically the exact same buck as Killswitch, just different paint apps, different head. And that's really kind of, oh, and yeah, so yeah, different paint apps, different things. But otherwise, pretty much the same. They even have the same inner thigh patch. And there's something a little new here now that I look at it. I don't remember there being these little magazines for the pistol on the shin guard or thigh guard. So that's a little new. Same spinal column protection. Back plates. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So let's move on. I might get interrupted because my family's coming home. All right, just doing some comparison here. It's going to be a little difficult when you're comparing four people all at once, but I definitely wanted to compare to Pandora, and, you know, pretty much standard fare for Valaverse. All the characters are the same size. In this particular case, I'm pretty sure when I put one of the males up against them, they're going to be a little taller, but in the female line and the Wave 3 line, they're all the same height for the most part. No change there. And, you know, pretty much the same height as, it looks like, as Lady J. And Lady J I consider to be the standard bearer of g.i.joe female figure buck. And if you notice, the Valaverse are thicker, like they're beefier, like, you know, just not as frail as the g.i.joe. Like, looks like Eclipse can just, you know, just punch Lady J out in one go. And she just might. You never know. You don't know how these people going to get along. They may not like each other. All right, moving on. All right, sticking with the whole Valaverse line. Here we have the Big Bag Toy Store. Big Bag Toy Store. Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Steel Brigade. And the Sentry Trooper for the Swarm peoples. And as I expected, for the most part, let's see here. Well, about this, yeah, a hair taller, I would say, maybe. A little just a hair shorter on the females, but that's fine. But yeah, matches up really well, scales well. So let's see how the other lines fare. All right, and here we're going to take a look at Marvel Legends Long Shot and forget the name of this here. Oh, Snail Shell's Milk Tea Boba Tea Girl. And she be shorter and skinnier than them, so that just does not match up at all unless you're going to use her as kind of a pleasure bot. And then I think Longshot does kind of scale well. Does seem to have kind of a bit of a skinnier head, but, you know, height-wise, build-wise, yeah, I could see it. I could work it. You could work it. We could all work it. Can't we all just work together? All right, well, that about wraps this particular video up. Tried to keep it about as short as I could, trying to, you know, review 2 figures at once. And here they are stealing G.I. Joe's bikes. And also, I've switched out some of their weaponry because it's a cool whip. And, like, for example, I painted this Mark II Toys design M16. But I gave her the, since I had the Valaverse 10, Weapons 10, I was able to swap out her knife for one that was beige. And as I thought before, yes, I was able to swap out the big gun for one that was beige. And I think that matches up quite well if you ask me, and I know you didn't, but I'm giving that information anyway because, yes, I know. Anyway, it's onto the photos, onto the photos. Photos. I just want to point out that they do come with a stand, and I'm just not going to take them out. It's taped in there, like really good, and if you try to pull it out, it will rip the back. And I don't feel like doing that, so sorry guys, not going to pull that out. Well, I may pull out. You never know.